Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me? We have like 2 minutes more. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat section. Regina, welcome. Thank you, Regina. Hey, let me announce in all the WhatsApp group that we are live. Yes. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. How you all doing today? I'm saying, okay, I'm only seeing one person's face here because only just one person is using a profile picture. Boluwati Fair, what a handsome face. How you doing, sir? Good evening. Let's say yes, this is 7:20 and here we go. Boom. Hello, guys. How you all doing? Hope my mic is loud and clear. Can you guys hear me? Oh, Bolo Atife, thank you so much. Good evening, sir. You have a very handsome smile. Hope you don't mind being my Saturday evening crush. Can you guys still hear me? I just need to do this sound check before I start so that I won't be talking and people won't be. Yes, thank you, my YouTube lovers. You guys can hear me. Okay, welcome again, guys. Welcome to the Jazz Digital Hub, and this is our virtual assistant section of the Academy. My name is Chiwendu Ama, and I would be your host for tonight's class. For those 2 days class, I will be your host. And joining us tonight, I will be having Coach Chibuzo tonight. So this today's class is just to get you all introduced to the world of virtual assistant. What is virtual assistant and the possibility, don't mind me, I have a cough. And what are the opportunities and what are the possibility of getting jobs out there in this modern age as a virtual assistant? And why am I here to teach and not another person? So 1 minute. Okay, thank you. Why am I here to teach and not another person? Let me give you guys a rundown of who I am and why I am here, or why I know I'm qualified, or why I'm qualified to teach tonight. Okay, like I said again, my name is Chiwendu Ama. I'm a virtual assistant. Chiwendu Ama Ghost Time. I'm a virtual assistant, and I've been a practicing virtual assistant for roughly, let's say, unofficially 4 years, officially 3 years. Yes. Prior to me being a virtual assistant, I am a biochemist. Yes, I'm a biochemist and an ex-banker. I spent 5 years in the banking industry, and I got fired some years back. Why? Because I was pregnant and I wasn't performing. So that was when I just said, okay, let me just dive into this virtual assistant thing full time. So that is like my previous story. And since I have been a practicing virtual assistant, we've been able to do thousands and thousands of hundreds and thousands of dollars. And for the past 2 years, I've been practicing unofficially for 4 years and officially for 3 years. And we launched our academy 2 years ago, October 2022, where we launched our virtual assistant academy. And for the past 2 years, we've been able to train thousands of Africans across the globe. And these people have been able to make thousands of dollars on their own, working comfortably from their house. I am a ladies coach. Yes, though we have men in our academy, I am more of this women kind of thing. I'm a girl power person. Yes, so that's it. We've been able to help a lot of stay-at-home moms achieve greatness, achieve self-respect, and build their self-worth just from the comfort of their home, including men as well. So that is who I am and what we have been able to achieve for so long. So today's class will be introducing you all to the world of virtual assistant, and I will be telling you guys who a virtual assistant is, what is required for you to becoming a virtual assistant, and we'll be looking at some simple virtual assistant skills. Yes, we'll be looking at some simple virtual assistant skills. And for tonight's class, for the sake of tonight's class, we'll be looking at graphic designing, how to do your basic graphic design. Some of us, we can't do jack when it comes to design. Even our small business logo or flyer, we cannot design it. So we'll be teaching you guys how to make simple and easy designs with Canva, how to make designs from scratch, and how to make designs using templates. So all those are what we'll be covering tonight. Today's class will be in 2 forms. The theoretical class that I will be handling, we all were talking about everything virtual assistant, and the practical class, which is the graphic designing using the Canva app. Coach Chibuzo will be handling that, and she'll be joining us shortly. Okay, who is ready for tonight's class? And tomorrow, yes, guys, tomorrow, okay. Yes, the recording is on YouTube. You can always go back and watch it, and I will make the link available in the group. And tomorrow, guys, we would be looking at how to get jobs, where to get jobs, the restrictions freelancers faces in Africa, how to position ourselves to get jobs. So everything, everything job, we'll look at it tomorrow. Today is just for skills, and tomorrow is for jobs. How to, where to, you get. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So today's class here on YouTube, and tomorrow's class we'll be doing it on all our WhatsApp groups. So you know the one you are in, you will still be there. Yes, I will be in so many WhatsApp groups at the same time tomorrow. All right, let's dive in. Who is ready? If you are ready, let me know in the chat section. Give me some fire. Give me some fire. If you are ready, give me some fire, please. If you are ready, let me know, let me know, let me know. This house is too cold. Let me know. Show me some signs that will let me know that you are in your game. My YouTube lovers, are we ready? Are we ready? We have over 3,000 persons that are supposed to be in attendance for this class. Let me run down to our WhatsApp groups again and let others know that if they miss out, if they snooze, they are gonna lose. If they snooze, they are gonna lose. Like, don't play. 1 minute, guys. We are live. Yep. Let me quickly drop this across all groups. Yeah. 1 minute. Okay. So let's get right in. Thank you so much, YouTube family. Thank you. Fully charged and prepared. Sikiru. I hope I got that right. Okay, without wasting much of our time, let's go down to you. Let's go down to sharing our screen. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see my screen? And is it moving? Can you see my screen and is it moving? Please, someone answer me. Can you see my screen and is the screen moving? Okay, thank you. All right, welcome again to the Jazz Digital Hub. So let's get right in. Guys. So first of all, we'll be looking at don't mind my virtual here. We'll be looking at who a virtual assistant is. We'll be looking at who a virtual assistant is. Who is a virtual assistant? So, like I said here, sorry guys, a virtual assistant is a self-employed professional. A virtual assistant is a self-employed professional that assists their employers virtually. You get, they are self-employed professionals and they provide assistance virtually, either by running administrative tasks, by running technical tasks, by running creative support tasks, by running social media tasks, or whatever tasks you want to run, but you assist your employer virtually. So that is who a virtual assistant is. A virtual assistant can be a social media manager, can be a PA, personal assistant, can be an EA, executive assistant, can be an AA, administrative assistant, can be a technical support assistant, can be a customer service assistant. A virtual assistant can just be anyone, as long as you are working under someone, you are making somebody's life easier virtually. You can be a creative person. I have 3 virtual assistants working with me. I have a creative assistant, I have a personal assistant, and I have a community manager. They are all virtual assistants, but they have different roles. My creative assistant does everything, write up, design, all my design, my write up, come up with those contents, come up with everything in slides. Sorry, guys. Everything creativity is what my creative assistant does. My community manager is also a virtual assistant, and she's in charge of all my Telegram groups. I have over 40 Telegram groups packed full. She's in charge of all my Telegram groups. I used to juggle Telegram groups, WhatsApp group. We have over like 40-something WhatsApp group. You get, and we still have people who handle my WhatsApp and post on these groups. And sometimes I come in and I do the posting as well. Then I also have a PA that does everything: calendar management, check, fix calendar, fix appointments, do email. All these are forms and types of virtual assistants. You get, so a virtual assistant can be anyone assisting someone virtually, assisting their employers virtually. So now let's look, sorry guys, I have a cough. Let's look at the roles of a virtual assistant. We need to take this section like fast. This section needs to be like 40 minutes long so that we can go into the next section, which is the longest of tonight's class because it's a practical class. I need to rush up this session before the coach starts shining your eyes very soon. What are the roles of a virtual assistant? Like I would always tell us, the roles of a virtual assistant is dependent on some certain factors. The employer, the industry the employer is in, and your skill sets. But we have some general roles because we have some people that they call themselves general virtual assistants, and they just know the general and the basic virtual assistant skills. Like somebody like me, I started up from sales. I was a sales virtual assistant, started up doing telemarketing. I used that to scrape and gather money at first. It was stressful because you have to call almost all day, but we are using it to scrape the money and gather everything online. Then I now later went into administrative virtual assisting. And I later saw that, I beg no joy for that. I now decided, because I love real estate and everything about property management, and I went into real estate virtual assisting. So you get, so the roles are dependent on the industry, your employer, and your skill set as a virtual assistant. That's why it's important for virtual assistants to always learn. You are always studying. You are always keeping yourself abreast of the trends. You are always like on your toes, trying to gain new skills. Are we following? But we have some basic roles, which are some simple roles that I will be listing. You have like schedule management. A virtual assistant is in charge of managing schedule. Like while I was a telemarketer or a sales assistant, my roles was different. You get, your role is dependent on the type of virtual assistant that you are. Are we still following me? Are you guys still following, or you lost somewhere and you need me to find you? You need me to find you, let me know. I'll take touch and I'll call everybody around to come and help me find you. YouTube people, let me know if you're still following, because that's the only place I can see chats right now. I can't see chats on, I can't check right now on Zoom. So you have email management. As a telemarketer, I never did email management. But as an administrative assistant, I did email management. As a telemarketer, I never did. As an administrative assistant, I did email management. Then we have data entry. We have, these are roles. As a virtual assistant, you will be made to enter data. You'll be made to work with spreadsheets, Excel. This, don't let it like weigh you and you say, oh, these skills they are very simple to learn. Once you just understand the basics, that's it. It's all about knowing the basic and the simple tasks, and you just flow with the rest. Research. As a virtual assistant, I also do research for my clients. I do administrative tasks. I do custom, like I said, I was talking about sales. They are all intertwined, closely related, but not the same with customer service. You also do customer service if that is in the scope of your job description. Yes. Then document preparation and editing. That one is for general virtual assistants. Lead generation. As a telemarketer, I did lots of lead generation. As a real estate virtual assistant, I do lots of lead generation. But as an administrative assistant, I never did any lead generation. You get, so the roles are dependent on the type sorry guys, of virtual assistant that you are into. Then benefits of being a virtual assistant. Where do we start from? Is it from the flexibility or from the remote job opportunity? Let me give us a rundown. Some months back, I just carried my system and I was trying to check the countries I've worked with and the currencies I've received and all that. And I was just showing a friend of mine. I said, do you know this place? 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 I've worked for this place. I've worked for someone in this place. I've done this for someone here. I've done that for someone here. And she was like, whoa, like, what's the difference between you and somebody that I've traveled out? I say, you see, I'm now. Not to Jackpot remain. So you get, it gives you the remote work. Sorry, guys. It gives you the remote work opportunity to source for jobs outside your shores. I remember when I started, my first job was a social media manager just to handle Instagram. Yes, that was my very first job, but I don't used to count it as a job because I didn't work for the client for so long. The client was from this Asian country, and he used every opportunity to abuse me. He can abuse me in the morning, abuse me in the afternoon, abuse me in the evening because I'm black. Because he thinks he's paying me one miserable $20 per week. That was what he was giving me as at then, those years when dollar was about 200 and something naira. He was paying me $20 per week. It was my first job, and I didn't have a laptop. I was doing it with my Hot 8 as at that time. So I was managing it until it became too much. I just said, no, there's something better for me. I had to just quit. It was when I quitted, I got my first sales job. From $20 per week, I got a sales job that was giving us $5,000. So you get. So if I was scared and say, oh, if I lose this job now, I know see another job again. I won't get another job. I won't be employed. I won't this. I won't that. I won't have gotten the other opportunity. So that aside, then flexibility. You can be working and still afford to travel and still afford to live your baby girl life. Like anytime I just get the opportunity to live my life and just be free like a bird, the only thing holding me that I don't get to travel as often as I want is that I am a mom with a child that is less than 2 years old. So I can't just leave that child anyhow and travel, except I'm traveling with her. But working remotely gives you the opportunity to be wherever you want at a particular time, at any time. All you just need to do when it's time for work, you log in and you work. You do your time. You do your time. It doesn't matter the location where you are in, as long as you are doing your time. Like last year, August, during the August-September break, I made a trip with my daughter and I was still working. I didn't take leave of work. I didn't take leave of absence or something. I was still working. But I was working outside my home, outside this place. You get cost savings. Yes, the working remotely affords you the opportunity to wear shirts and knicker like me. To work, I can go to work with shirt and knicker because I'm in my home office working just like this. I'm here in my home office. All I need to do is to turn on all my working equipment and start work. It saves me the cost of transportation. It saved me the cost of, back then in the bank, we have uniform, and our uniforms were black, red, white, and sky blue. Then if you come to my house, all my clothes was in these colors. Black trousers, red tops, white tie, black, red ties or whatever, sky blue shirts. Like it was frustrating. Like since after that time, I've not bought anything of those colors. I know they wear. I don't wear and tire. Like I've worn it and I'm tired of it. So it saved me those costs. I can afford, but it has its own disadvantage. I cannot remember the last time I just say, okay, let's go and shop and make, you get, because I'm always at home. If I think of those expensive clothes, I'll say, yeah, I'm wearing this to save the hair, unlike those years that every month you tend to shop for new clothes so that you will pepper them in the office. We understand the game now. Then independence, working remotely affords you the opportunity to live independently, to be independent of your time, your space, and everything. But there is a twist. As a virtual assistant, you can either be a freelance virtual assistant or a remote virtual assistant. Let me explain that for you guys. Are you following? I'm getting a feeling that you guys are not following. Are you following? Let me explain this twist for you. As a remote virtual assistant, you are under the payroll of a company, but you are working remotely. So you get to resume work from 8 or from 9 to 5. but you are doing it remotely. You are not really independent of your time. But as a freelance virtual assistant, you are not under the payroll of any company. You are not under the payroll of any business. You are just being employed to offer your freelance service. And when your contract is off, you go. You are independent. You are an independent contractor. You are free like a bird. That's the difference between freelancing and remote working. Don't get it confused. Don't really get it twisted, guys. Then you have global reach, like I said, work that we've touched round. Working remotely affords you the opportunity to have employers across the globe, employers here and there. Skills enhancements. Once you are in the digital space, you're doing one thing or the other, you must constantly enhance your skill because the world is globalizing every day. New skills are coming out, and if you are not updating yourself, you'll be relegated to the back seat, and newer virtual assistants with sharper skills takes the front seat. So that's why it's important, and it's part of the benefit of being a VA, that you get to update yourself on a regular. Like, I am always on a training. I am always updating myself, learning new skills. And some months back, a student asked me, like, "Ma, how do you keep up with so many skills?" I said, it's easy. I just tell myself that I need to learn, because I know that if I don't go on courses, if I don't get new skills, with time, I'll get old and get thrown out of the system. Yes, you easily get old and thrown out of this system. So that's why learning skill enhancement is like part of our daily routine. Then reduce stress. We all know that working remotely, we tend to reduce our stress. So I won't talk about that. Then career diversity. As a virtual assistant, you can sit down and tell yourself that, okay, I want to learn, so I want to go in depth in tech support. I want to go in depth in this other area. I want to go in depth. So being a VA affords you the opportunity to always diversify in your career. Then skills required. Skills required for virtual assistants. Are we following? Are we following? Are we following, guys? Let me know, 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 let me know. Who is following? Let us know, please. Only Stella. Okay, Nsi is following. Just 2 persons. My Zoom guys, are you people following? We all went to eat the weekend suya, right? I can see that. All right. Okay, so required skills for virtual assistants includes there are so many, but like I said, I would only list the few required for general virtual assisting. Just a few. We have the graphic design, which we'll be touching a little. We'll be getting introduced to the world of graphic designing, where we will learn how to design simple flyers for our businesses tonight. Communication skills, adaptability skills. Communication skill is the most important. Like, I stopped working with a virtual assistant one time because she's terrible at communication. And one thing I cannot condone as an employer is somebody that cannot communicate straight with me. And the same thing, I have seen colleagues of mine being sacked because they do not understand how to communicate. As a VA, you are a communicator, because you are in between your boss and the staffs, or your boss and their contractor, or your boss and the customers. In short, you are at the center. You are the second brain of the business. Let's not say you are the second brain. You are the main brain of the business, because you are the one with all the ideas on how the business will run and all the system to the running of the business. So you should Be able to communicate clearly, in clear terms and properly. Adaptability skill. Yes, we employ virtual assistants need to develop shock absorber, be able to like receive and chest everything and adapt easily to changes. When forget all those technical skills that we need to have. These are the major basic skill. If you are this type of VA that you easily get broken, you cannot really adapt to new method and change, you have no business. You have no business offering virtual assistant skill. You should be able to manage your time effectively, data entry, creative mindset. Like I will always ask my staff, I come up with idea and I'll tell them, rearrange this idea for me. What do you think about this? Because that's the same thing my bosses do to me. What do you think about this? And sometimes you see that these VAs, they have like the most amazing ideas you can ever think of. That's just the simplest truth. Multitasking research. Like, if you don't like checking Google, you need to kiss and love and marry that app. Because as a virtual assistant, I don't want to do research. If I'm your employer, I don't want to do research. So that's why I'm employing you. And you coming into my organization and unwilling to do research, you have no place. Time management. You should be able to manage your time. Okay, I've talked about that. Project management, organizational skill, problem solving. There are so much. There are so much. I wouldn't want to dwell so much on that. And we've talked about this earlier on, where we talked about, okay, almost 40 minutes. This is exactly 40 minutes. Abi, am I wrong? Okay. It's not up to, it's 30 minutes, so it's remaining 10 minutes. Let's rush this and take one or two questions before the other coach comes in. We've talked about type of virtual assistants, why I was explaining. I briefly talked about it, but let's really go dive deep. Let's take a deep dive into it. We have the chatbot assistants. Chatbot assistants are this customer representative that their work is just to chat with you and solve your problem, troubleshoot your problem, and that is it. We have some automated chat assistants and we have some real human chat assistants. The real human chat assistants are virtual assistants. Then you have the customer service, the technical support, EA and PA, virtual health assistants. Yes, virtual assistants, as a virtual assistant, and you can streamline your service. Assuming you are a health medical personnel, a nurse, a doctor, a medical scientist, or whatever, a pharmacist, you can streamline your virtual assistant service and say you only want to work for healthcare. You can streamline your virtual assistant service as a legal practitioner that you only want to do legal. You are a legal virtual assistant. As an accountant, you can streamline your virtual assistant service and you say you only want to do bills and payrolls. Anything, accounting, virtual assistant, finance, which is the finance virtual assistant. That's the same thing with real estate and a lot of host of others. You can streamline your service. That's one sweet thing about being a virtual assistant. Then you have the popular one we all know as social media managers. They're all virtual assistants. Our project managers. The most popular virtual assistant skills is your administrative assistant. These people manage anything and everything around administration. Then we have tools required for virtual assistant. Are we still following? Or I'm just doing wrapping up and down. Are we following? Hey guys, if you are still following, please give me some thumbs up. Boom, 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 boom. Sophia, thank you. Give me some thumbs up. Give me Cynthia, thank you. Give me some thumbs up, guys. Ginger me now. Let me check Zoom. Let me check my people here. Aha, thank you. Are we making sense of what I'm saying? Aha, thank you. So, tools required for virtual assisting. you cannot sit down and begin to list down the tools required for virtual assisting, because virtual assisting is a very wide niche. It's a very wide niche, but we are just going to list the basics. Everything we are doing tonight is the basics. Everything we'll be doing tomorrow is the basics. Like, because it's so wide. It's so wide that you have to say, okay, this is what I want to focus in. So we have tools ranging from Slack to Trello. Slack is a communication tool. It's like your WhatsApp, but it's used in a company. You have your Trello. Trello is a project management tool. Remember, you are working virtually. So they need to see the virtual representation of your project growth. That's why you need Trello. Why Google Drive is, we all have Google Drive, right? Is a knowledge management tool. We have our Google Calendar, our Canva, which we'll be working with today, our Zoom and Meet. We all know that. Our Google Sheets. Google Sheets is your spreadsheet, or like your Excel spreadsheet, just like Excel is owned by Microsoft, and Google Sheet is owned by Google. And Google Sheet is easier because you can auto-save and others. Google Sheet is easier to use than In short, almost all Google products is even easier to use than Microsoft products. Then we have our form. Our Monday.com is also a project management tool. Our OneDrive is the same thing as Google Drive, but OneDrive is owned by Microsoft. Then we have our communication tools again, like Asana, our lead generation tools. I'm just giving us the basics. Like Get Prospects, these tools, we use it to generate leads for our bosses. Our bosses are in the business to sell. So sometimes they may require us to generate 1 or 2 leads here and there. And there are thousands of tools you can use, or hundreds of tools you can use to find and generate the leads of their specific client. Outside from all these you're advertising, there are other ways you can generate these leads for your bosses. Then we've talked about a lot. Let's look at common problems that VA faces. And we all know the number one now, finding clients. Yes. And there's one thing that we always say. If you carry your market on your head, just the way I'm carrying this remote on my head, virtual assisting, don't mind me, I don't know how to carry things on my head. I never carried something on my head. This is my head. Aha, just like this. This is how you carry your I hope you all can see. This is how you carry your virtual assistant skill, or rather your virtual assistant business on your head. Virtual assistant is a business, it's a career, it's your everything, and you are the chief executive marketer of your virtual assistant business, and you will carry it on your head like gala. I tell people that their clients on Facebook, their clients on Instagram, their clients, oh, LinkedIn is our baba now, our oga of them all. Their clients, every app you check, you want to check a software or a site online, you go and check their career page. There might be a job there waiting for you. Any app I see, any site I see, anything I see job opportunity lying down there. I go to the career page, I check. You have lots of job boards out there, even on Facebook, like Job Plenty. It's job for you to know how to find the real one. Just the way Job Plenty, that's how you have thousands and millions of scammers out there. Yes. So it's just for you to know how to detect real job and scam job. But there are jobs everywhere. Even your common program where you go and you network. Hey, what do you do? I'm a virtual assistant and this and that and that. You get jobs. Okay. I attended a virtual event recently, and I casually, when they talked about us, because it was a virtual event for business owners, business executives, and they were like, streamline your activities, even if you have physical staff, employ a virtual assistant. And I just like playfully said, I'm a virtual assistant warehouse. So if you need dozens of virtual assistants, I have over 3,000 VAs, proved, tested, and trusted, ready to work with you, just jokingly. And people started sending me messages like, give me somebody to work with. Give me, and that period, I kept posting job openings on my WhatsApp status. I kept posting job openings on my WhatsApp status and on my channels. Kept posting so that my students can apply and all that. But I did not go online and advertise it. I just, why networking? I just jokingly say it. And I do that everywhere I go. I network and I tell people that this is what I do. I'm a virtual assistant coach and I have dozens of virtual assistants ready to work with you. All you just need to do is give us the right price. And in a short while, somebody will contact me and say, okay, please, I need your service. Can you help me with virtual assistants? And I will send them different assistants. I'll just tell them, I'm finding it hard to pick one. Just do interview for them and pick the best. So you get, this is me marketing, carrying my market on my head. Even though it's not my market because I'm not collecting a dime from these people. But this is me carrying that market on my head. If I can get jobs for students, and if I could get jobs for myself when I started, why can't you carry your own market on your head and get job? You are shy. You cannot open your mouth in that your church meeting and tell those people that you know that are busy that you're a virtual assistant. So that's the thing. Then work-life balance. We find it, this is 8 o'clock and I need to move. We find it difficult to balance our work and our personal life. I have been in that shoes plenty times. And it has landed me in the hospital over and over and over again. But with the grace of God helping me, we are working towards it. But tomorrow, guys, we'll be looking at more ways to getting jobs and the exact sites we can apply and get jobs. We'll take a deep dive into that tomorrow. I just briefly told you guys about the power of networking. Then lack of experience or portfolio. You are not a virtual assistant if you do not have experience or you do not have portfolio. Even if you've not worked for someone before, there are ways you can create experience for yourself. We'll go more into that tomorrow so that we'll not waste so much time. Relying on freelance site. Okay, this year, Upwork blasted everybody working through Upwork, telling them that no more free connects, and everybody started running helter-skelter looking for where to go because they so much relied on freelance sites. Client retention. We have a lot of us African VAs have bad attitudes to work. We do shabby jobs for clients and tomorrow they won't want to even give us work. If we got them for freelance sites, they will give us bad reviews and there's no way we'll be able to get jobs again. So these are common problems we face as a virtual assistant, and there are always ways we can curtail these problems and manage them effectively. We'll be looking at that tomorrow. Let me stop sharing so that we can take questions. Yay, our second coach is here. Gege. Oh, guys, ask your question. I'm seeing Brilliance, beautiful face. Brilliance and Boluwatife. These are the two persons that have allowed me grace their faces tonight. Do you have questions? Let's take questions for the next 5 minutes before we go into the real work for tonight. Or 3 minutes. Drop your question. YouTube guys, drop your question. Let's drop our questions if we do. Okay, 1 more minute to taking your questions. 1 more minute. For 2 days training, what skills did you learn that you are getting certificates for 2 days training? How? You just got introduced to the world of virtual assistants, or rather virtual assisting, and you are learning the scratch of basic skills. Yes, for 2 days free class, no certificate. Even if you are telling me that I will pay $1,000 for a 2 days class and you will give me a certificate, I will not pay. You know why? How will 2 days go so in depth that I will carry that certificate and be proud of myself that yes, I can actually deliver. You are not getting certificates because it's like you check the title, Introduction to Virtual Assisting. This is day 1. Day 2 will be looking at the second part. So that's it. All right. So Coach Chi, thank you so much for gracing us. Okay, you downloaded Trello few months ago, but I found it difficult to navigate. It's because you didn't really learn how to use it. Trello is sweet and it's easy. Please, Mark, can I become a virtual admin? Yes. It's all about learning management skills, and that's all. How can one with no, okay, how can, your question is not clear. How can no one with skills become a virtual assistant? All right, thank you so much. That question is not clear. Drop it again and I will do well to answer it. Welcome, Coach Chi. Let me make you the host. The person that is asking for portfolio, did you not hear when I said we'll be looking at that tomorrow? Have fun now. Please now. Coach Chi. All right, thank you so much. Let me take these 2 questions. How can someone know the best aspect of virtual assistant to focus? You learn, like what I tell people, you learn the general virtual assistant skills. And you start offering your service as a general administrative assistant or as a salesperson. Within your first 6 months or of offering your administrative assistant service, you will know your calling. You will know the area you want to work with. If you want to work with fitness brands, you will know that I am more comfortable working with fitness brands because it's basically almost the same task you are going to do for these brands. If you want to work with real estate brands, you will know. You get. So it's just within your first few months. Like I will tell people, what gives you the inner peace? You've learned the skills. You've learned the core skills that is required. Then, like me, I sojourned for more than a year before I found out the exact area that gave me the inner peace. But if you say I should come and work in sales, I will do it effortlessly because I'm a general VA, because I've sojourned in that direction before. If you tell me that I should come and work with fitness, I will do it effortlessly. But I just know that I love real estate. I just know that not just really real estate. I love property management. You get. So let me just take these 2 questions from YouTube before Coach Chi comes in, before she takes the floor. My question is, I haven't had an experience before, so is it possible to become a virtual assistant? Yes, we'll be looking at that tomorrow. Experience, portfolio, sites to get jobs, how to position yourself to get jobs. That is for tomorrow's class. Can I become a virtual assistant with video editing skills? Yes, but video editing skill is not enough. You are going to learn, you need to learn other skills like graphic design skills and some other skills to call yourself a virtual assistant. With just video editing skills, you can't call yourself a virtual assistant, but it is a wonderful start. Okay, Coach, 1 minute, please. It's just this, the second question. Can you properly launch this course properly too? Okay. Okay, how can one with no experience? I said we'll look at that tomorrow. I said we'll look at that tomorrow. Anything job, guys, all these questions are for job. we are looking at anything job, how to get jobs, how to get every other thing for you to start tomorrow. Thank you so much. And I guess this all the questions that I'll be able to answer for now. Coach Chi, you can take over.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Hi, I trust you have enjoyed the first part of the training today. You're welcome to the Jazz Academy.
Your mic is shaking. Your mic is shaking.
I've actually not fixed the mic. I forgot to fix it, so I'm trying to fix it now.
Okay. 1 minute, guys.
All right. So I believe you can hear me clearer now. Is it clearer? Can somebody confirm that you can hear me more clearly?
No. It's shaking.
Can you hear me?
Yes, but it's wavy. Like I'm hearing sounds.
Is it better now?
Yes, it is.
All right, that was the fun. Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Chibuzo. Thank you, Coach Chinwe, for that amazing session. Yes, so my name is Chibuzo, and I am your coach for this second half of the training. I'll be teaching you graphic design. Now, for graphic design, there are lots of apps you could use for graphic design, but we major on Canva. Why do we use Canva? I'll tell you in a bit. But before I go into why we use Canva, let me introduce myself properly. Like I said, my name is Chibuzo. I am a realtor. I am a retired soldier. Yes, I served the army for 19 years. So I'm a retired soldier. I am a realtor. I am a virtual assistant. I'm into a lot of things. I'm also a mother, a wife, and I have a little baby. So you would have to permit me. She's actually the reason why I'm not talking so loud. So I hope that you can hear me clearly with my mic. But let me just take permission ahead of time on her behalf. Once she notices I am at home, she would come banging on the door. So she's just a little girl. All right. So having said all that, let us go back to our class. Before I go, can I see some fire? Are you following? Are you excited to be here? And before we continue, please let us appreciate Coach Chinwe. She did an amazing job with that session.
Thank you.
Doing an amazing job. I'm not seeing any accusation here. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the fire. B who's here. Essence. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right, so let's go on. So, like I said, we'll be using Canva. We teach Canva in this class. Thank you, Wina. Why do we teach Canva? There are lots of apps you could use, but we major on Canva because they're Ogoniba. Thank you, Valentina. Okay, let me stick with Valentina. All right, so there are lots of apps you could use for graphic designs, but we major on Canva because Canva is a very versatile app. With Canva, you could do a lot of things. With Canva, you could do you could just create your normal flyers, your normal graphic designs, right? So anything you could do with other graphic design apps, you could do that with Canva. With Canva, you can also create videos. With Canva, you can create invoices, documents, slides, presentation slides. With Canva, you can do a lot of things. You can even edit already existing designs that you do not have the link to, right? So with Canva, you could also create a website. So there are a lot of things. It's let me say limitless, right? Because they are always updating. There is a lot, there is no end. Let me not use that word because it's only God that has no end, but there's just a lot that you can do with Canva, all right? So That's why we major on Canva. We teach Canva because once with Canva you can practically do almost everything for your clients. So as a VA, especially if you're into social media, if you are a social media VA, you can create your graphics, that's your flyers and whatever with Canva. You can schedule your post with Canva. You could create a landing page, like I said, with Canva. You could make your videos, your marketing videos with Canva. So there is a lot you can do. So if you're a social media VA, Canva is the go-to app. It is one app you cannot afford not to have. All right. So having said that, how can you use Canva to make money? One, it is exactly what we're teaching here, right? How to use it as a VA. Good. You could also use Canva to design, like one of the questions Coach Chinwe took, she said the person asked that is a video editor, right? Is a video editor. How can you, if you can become a VA with that? You cannot become a full VA with that, but however, you could get video editing gigs. You understand? You can get video editing gigs with that. The same thing, you can get graphic design gigs. All right, you can get graphic design gigs, and you're making money. I have students that I have some students that do this, but there's this particular one I want to talk about. She makes 20,000 every month, just designing flyers. There's this client too, that's not the only client, but there's this client that pays her 20,000 every month to design about 10 flyers, and her flyers are not so wow. But because of
one of your students is even working with me. She doesn't do flyers for me. All she does is slides. Creates not just this posts that I use for Instagram. All she does is just create the what do you call this kind of design again, that you just have right up on a plane? Infographics. All she does is to create infographics for me, and she submits it on Sunday. Every Sunday she submits my infographics. 8 infographics. She sends it like 4 times a month, and she's making cool cash from it. Easy money. So that is the only job she does, because my other assistants cannot do infographics as beautiful as she can. As beautifully as she can.
Create your niche, all right? So I have a lot of students that are making money just with this Canva skill, right? But this particular one I was talking about, there's this client, she does this designs for a church. That particular church pays her 20,000 every month. Now imagine she has other clients. She has other clients that she works with. I do not know the extent of their jobs, but this particular one is something I wanted to talk about, all right? So there's just a lot you can do with Canva. There's so much, right, really, that you can do with Canva. So having said all of this, what is this Canva? I have told you what it is. It is a graphic design app. It used to be a graphic design app. Now it is way more than a graphic design app. It's like life. So it's practically everything. It could be the life.
It's a business support app.
Thank you. So it's a business support app that you can use to support your business, right? Then again, with the app, let's just go into the app. I'm not much of a teacher, a lecturer or a teacher like Coach Chinwe. I'm more of a practical person. So forgive me if I do not have words to explain what I want to say. Okay. But then how do we start? You start by downloading the app. Let's just go. I'm tired of all this stuff already. So so let's go. So how do you start? You go to your Play Store, either your iOS or your Google Play Store, download the app. It is called Canva. It is spelled Canva, Canva. That's the word. So you just download it, and now let us start. So I'll start by sharing my screen. I hope you are here. I hope you are ready for me. Before I begin to share my screen, let me see that you're still here. Can somebody just put in the comment section, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Let me see that you're still here before I start to share my screen. How our YouTube people still there? Oh, thank you, B. Always the first to respond. Wina, thank you. Are they responding on YouTube? Thank you, Temitope. Okay, while we are at that, I also want to find out how many of us have used the Canva before? How many of us know about Canva? How many of us know about Canva? If you know about the app, state it that you know about the app. If you have used the app, state it that you've used the app. If you haven't used the app, I have used it before. Thank you, Hamidat. If you haven't used the app, state it. I just want to have a survey, like to know the kind of people I'm teaching, so I know how fast to go. Myself used it before. All right, great. Used it before. Oh, wow. So I have a lot of people that have used it before. So it's going to be an easy class. Used it before. Great, 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 great. I've used it for 100%. I've used it, but don't know how to. I have it, but don't know how to use it. Okay, okay, okay. You've used it, brilliant. Great. All right, so I see that we have a lot of people that have used the app. So I'm just going to, I've used it before, but not good at it. Never mind, you will get good at it with practice. I'm a product of practice. I'm teaching Canva today. Nobody taught me how to use Canva. I just kept on practicing, 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 and today here we are. All right, so let's just get into it. Thank you. I've used this severally. Well done, Ibukun. So you may be my assistant coach for today, right? So let's go, let's share. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. Great. I hope you can see my screen. So Coach Chinwe, over to you. You'll be giving me reports. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay, so this is the app. This is Canva. So as soon as you download the app, for those that may not know how to navigate or how to start, when you download the app, it brings you to somewhere like somewhere where it will ask you to sign up. So you sign up using your email. It's better if you sign up using your Google Mail, your Gmail. It's quicker that way. So you sign up using your email, and then you come to, it brings you to this homepage. Now at this homepage, this is where everything begins. Now in this class, I'm going to be teaching us two things. I could make it three if we have time. However, I owe it as a duty to teach you these two things. It is how to design from scratch and how to design using a template. But if we have time, I could add a Jara, which is how to edit a design that you have no clue how it was worked, right? You do not have the link, so you cannot edit it from the source, right? So you have a flyer, you have an e-flyer, you do not have the link to it, but you want to edit it. That is a crime. I'm going to give you a disclaimer. I'm going to make a disclaimer at the point where we want to start. So let us go. Now you're here at your homepage. Your homepage may be slightly different from mine. I don't know. I've used my flyer for over 4 years, so I do not know how it is right now at the beginning. And another thing, I'm using the Pro account, but I'm going to try to teach you everything. I'm going to try to use only free templates or whatever, you understand. I'm going to try to use, but where I can't find free ones, I would show you how to get them, how to get free templates, photos, or whatever we need to use. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is show us how to create how to edit an already existing template. Okay, so here, like I said, is our homepage. These are templates that you could use. I told you so many things you could do with Canva. You are saying then we see websites, you see business website, business card. Yes, I didn't say, I will show you my business card at the end of when I stop sharing my screen later. I created my business card with Canva. I only just sent it to a printer and it was printed. Okay, so I'm going to show you my business card when I'm done. So these are a lot of things you could do with Canva. A lot of things. There are some things that are not even here, are not even on this home page, but the things that you could do with Canva. So for a start, we'll just go and where do we start from? I like to use, my all-time favorite is the Instagram design. So the reason I like to design using the Instagram resolution, there are different resolutions. Like if you see the mobile video, you see the shape, right? You see it's rectangular, there's a size. The sizes are different. You see this other video is, landscape. This other one is portrait. The sizes are all different. Where is Instagram? You see Instagram story is different. You see presentation is different. You see logo, it's different. Docus have no end. Instagram post, you see, is different. The reason I like to use Instagram post is because it can fit into virtually every screen. So if you are posting it on Facebook, it will fit. If you're posting it on your YouTube, if you're posting it on your WhatsApp, Instagram, wherever you want to post it, it's going to fit. But if you are designing for Facebook, or you're designing a flyer and you want to now post it on Instagram, it won't fit. A lot of information on that flyer or whatever will not will be cut out because of the resolution. So this is a square or a smaller rectangle. There's a portrait size for Instagram. It is not as wide or as long as the one for Facebook. So I like to use the Instagram post because it can fit into more screens than others can fit into Instagram. Okay, and you know, Instagram is like the go-to. Everybody deals with Instagram, so it's better to create with Instagram. So, but I personally like to create for Instagram posts or flyers, okay, depending on what I need them for. So for the purpose of this class, I'm just going to create I'm just going to use Instagram posts, and we are going to, oh, how did I get here? I want to show you everything step by step, how I do everything. So I want to create a square in the Instagram post. There are two, like I said. Let me show you. There is this one, which is the Instagram post square. There is also the Instagram post portrait. Is not on this home screen. So how do you find it? How do you get it? You come to this bottom, the bottom of my screen. You see this purple button here. So you tap on the purple button. Right now, you see create new. There's a chat, there's a search box there. You can either type what you want there, or you just come here. There's create new here. At this create new, you scroll and you find what you need. It's already here, but I just wanted to just show you. So you scroll, find what you need. There are a lot of things here. You find what you need, you find what you need. That's the end. So let's go back. What I wanted is just here, Instagram. You see Instagram post 4x5. This is the portrait. You see another Instagram post here. There is no size. This is the square. Then this one, 4x5, is the portrait. So you can tap on that if it is the portrait you want to work with. But we want to work with the square, so I'm going to tap on this other one, right? So once it opens, you can either tap it on the other side. Now here is basically when you are designing from scratch is where you go to this part. However, whether you are designing from scratch or not, it's going to bring you templates. It's going to just bring you templates. If you are designing from scratch, what you have to do is close this down and continue designing. But if you are not designing from scratch, you open it up. I just tapped on design to open it up, and here are templates. Okay, so this is how you go. But to design editing a template, I'm just going to go back. I will going to come back here when we want to design from scratch, but I want to show you everything you can do. Okay, so we are back here, and this is the Instagram post. So you can scroll to the end, or before you even get to the end, you can just decide to tap on this symbol, or you tap on this arrow at the end. Either of them will bring you here. So it's bringing you to a place where you will find more templates. Do you see? They are different because here at this place, you can search for what you want. At the other place, there's a way Canva does sometimes. It's very funny. It may show me one thing and I use it to teach you, and when you want to do it, it will not show you the same thing. So to be on the safer side, it is better to just show you what is something that is standard. So this is the standard way. Let me not show you the shortcut, and when you want to do it, the shortcut is not opening at your end. Okay, so let's say we want something here. Let's say we can't find what we want here. Assuming we can't find what we want here, okay, I can just come to this search bar and tap on the search bar, and then type what I want. So let's say I want a webinar. So it's going to show me templates that has to do with webinars, with trainings, You see, so you can find the kind of things you want. If I want, say, real estate search, it's going to show me things that pertains to real estate. If I want, say, training, no, let's say exercise or weight loss, it's going to show me things that has to do with that. Okay, so they may not be on that the initial drop down or the pop up for the, my daughter is beginning to sense that I'm around. Okay, it may not be officially there, but when you search, you are going to find what you are looking for. Okay, so let's say this one, let's stay with real estate. Let me choose this one. I'm just going to find something that relates to what I want. Remember, you are editing a template, okay? So you want to make it, even if it's so far from what you want, you can edit it to suit what you want, okay? But I like it being close, as close as possible. And you can totally tweak it, that somebody will not even realize that it is the same template that you can use. For instance, all these elements here, I can change it and somebody will not realize that is this template, but I'm not going to do all that so that this class is not unnecessarily long. I've even talked so much in this class. Okay, so now this is the original template and I want to edit it to suit me and what I want. So I'll just start. I like to start from the very top. You can start from anywhere, wherever you feel comfortable, but you see me, I love to start from the very top. So the very top for me is the logo. So I'm going to take this logo. This logo is not actually a logo, so it's not a picture rather. So I'm just going to delete it and I'll come to, before I continue, let me show you something that you must understand before you start to design. You see this bottom here, this line here that I'm scrolling, this is the menu. This bottom here that has design elements, text, gallery, gbogbo, that is your default menu. And you can only find that when you are not selecting anything within the design area. The design area is this, the borders, within the borders of this template. Or if you are using if you want to design from scratch, you are not outside of the, you are not within the borders of your Canva, that is your design page. Outside here, anything outside this template is outside. So as long as you are not picking anything, when you pick something, you're going to see it in purple. You see this is highlighted in purple. You see this is highlighted in purple. So that means you are selecting something. When you tap outside of the design, it's not taking anything. That is when you will find your default menu. Okay, so there are 3 kinds of menu, no, 4 kinds of menu that I'll be talking about, and they are all going to pop up at different times depending on what you tap. Now, this is default menu. That is where you will find all the major things that you need to design. All the add-ons, anything you want to add, this is where you will find it. But if you want to touch on anything within the design, you have to tap what you want to touch on. For instance, this name. Okay, let me start from here now. I want to add something. So I want to add my logo. For you, your logo may be in your gallery. For me, my logo is far in my gallery, so I cannot go and find it. But because I have used it, it is in my upload. So I'll come to my upload. Your upload is your Canva gallery. So everything you have used in Canva, everything you have, every picture, or whatsoever you have used to design in Canva, as long as you brought it from your gallery into Canva, is going to be in your uploads, whether pictures, whether videos, whether audios, you are going to find them in your uploads. As long as you are the one that imported it to Canva from your phone, they are going to be in your uploads. But the things that you got from Canva, they are not going to be in your upload too. So if you use something like a photo, from Canva or a video from Canva is not going to come to your uploads because it is Canva's property. But whatever you got from your phone is going to be in your uploads. I hope you are following me. Now I've chose my logo. You see, I am adding it on. So somebody may ask now, how did I reduce it? I came here, you see the purple lines around the what's it called now? The logo. You have the sides. There is the sides, those white rectangles at the sides. Those ones are to stretch it or to collapse it. It's going to change the shape entirely. But you see the ones at the corners, the round dots at the corners, those are to enlarge or reduce it. So you can take it in or bring it out. Take it in, just tap on one of the corners. Take it in. Good, I have reduced it and I'm going to just bring it here. I hope we are following and I hope I'm not talking too much because I really want you to understand this thing. If you understand here, designing from scratch will be a lot more faster because you would have understood all these things here. Okay, so now I want to now change this write-up to my business name. Now, when I tap on it, good. When I tap on it, you look down now, you see that the menu has changed. The menu changes to what you want it, to whatever you are tapping. So if you are tapping a text, it's going to have things that are text related. For instance, it's going to have a font. So what font, that is the writing style you are using, what font size, what color is the write-up that you are putting, then you want to make it bold, you want to align it to the side, you want to center it. All those things are things that come with texting. So they are text menu. So now I want to edit it. I will just tap on edit. I tap on edit, it is highlighted, and I will write my business name. I'm just going to redo this. I could actually Nahila, I'll go to the next line. I'll go to the next line. Good. Edit again, and I'll write properties limited. Good. So this is for that. Now I'll come to the next part, real estate, and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'll just put real estate. Let me just use real estate broker. Let me use agent. So I'm going to delete this part and I'm going to come here and continue. Edit. Now I do not want to delete this. So what do? I tap at the end so that it continues writing. And I'll just go delete that. Then I'll continue and say agents. Okay, good. So this is for that. I can come here and just say our service. I'm just going to be fast now because I see I have explained how we got here, Abby. So I'm just going to be fast. So you tap on what you want. You tap on what you want to edit and you continue. I'm going to be fast about this so that we can move on. So I can put sales. I can put rentage. And I can put here shortlets. Shortlets, and I can put, let's say, tour guide. Good. All right. If you do not have anything to put, it's not a must that you must put 4. If you have 5 to put, please add more. If you do not have 5, and how can you add more? Let me show you. Now, I said I'm going to be showing you 4 kinds of menu in this place. Anything, if you notice, anything I tap on, you see this small white menu that pops up at this top here. I don't know if you can't see where I'm pointing. It has the comments, it has duplicate, it has the bin, and it has the ellipsis sign. Though this one is just staying over the real estate agent between estate agents and the picture. That menu, it pops up anytime I pick anything. So if I want to duplicate something, I come to, let's say I come here, I want to duplicate this, and I tap on the duplicate, that one with plus at the middle. So you tap on it and you align, but I don't want to add. Let me just do it for the sake of this class. Now I come here, I tap on this small kinikon, that bullet they put there. I tap on it and I align. So that is how you can increase. If you don't want to increase, let me remove it. I tap on delete. I come here, I tap on delete. That is how you can do it, okay? So that is the third menu I have shown you. Now it is remaining the last menu. I can just say call now. I can just say call now. I hope you are following. Please, coaching, ensure that they are following. If they have a question, let them ask, so that when we go to designing from scratch, you know.
Okay, no problem.
They are following. When we go to design from scratch. Are you
following? Somebody said that your cursor is not showing clearly.
My cursor will not show clearly because I am using my phone. I don't even think it shows a lot. So that's why I'm saying what I'm doing. So, okay, you did not, I tapped on, oh, I hope you followed. Okay, let me undo. Let me undo. Okay. So after saying all that, the next thing, I came to this book now. I came to book now and I tapped in book now, right? I tap, I come to edit. Now, I don't want to remove everything, so I'll just bring it to where I want to remove, move my cursor to the part I want to remove and add. So I'm turning that to call now. Now I come to the next line, I tap on the phone number there and I add my own phone number. Great. I come to this place and I just add my own and say www. This is small w. Dot nahilaproperties.com. Great. Now I am done with this, but it's remaining one thing. I want to remove, I want to add my picture. Now I can also change this thing, no, this element here. You see this one I just tapped on that is in purple. I can change it. I can come here, okay, saying replace. I can just tap on delete and come to, okay, this one. Let's see whether I can replace that. So it's a picture. I don't want that. It will take a while to find a suiting picture. I'm going to undo all these things I'm doing, but let me show you how I can, what you can do. So I'm going to delete that. Now I want to introduce a new thing. So it means that I'll be using the default menu. So I come to elements, and I look for shapes. Okay, it will not be in shapes, but I'm just going to come to this search element here. That's the search bar. Tap on the search bar, and I'm going to type in irregular shapes. And it's going to give me all its irregular shapes, okay? So you can find it in graphics, you can find it in whatever. So I'll come to see all, and I find anything I want to use. There are final ones. You can come, you can tap on photos. Okay, so you can see anything that you want to use here. Then you tap on what you want. You tap on what you want and you add. All right, so I don't want all this, so I'm just going to close this and undo what I deleted because I like this thing like this. Now I'm going to tap on this picture here and I want to replace it. Now you see, now that I tap on picture, I want you to look at the bottom of my screen again. That is the menu. You see that the menu has changed. It is now picture related. It has replaced, so you can replace the picture, you can crop it, you can adjust it, you can remove the background of the picture, and plenty things you can do. Do you understand? So this is how, these are the 4 menus that we have. So we have the the default menu, we have the text menu, we have the picture menu, and we have the pop-up menu. The pop-up menu is that one that has only 4 things inside. Okay, that one that pops up every time we tap on something. So I'm just going to go to replace, tap on replace. I have everything I want. Okay, this picture is in my gallery. Let me even use this one. So I'm going to use this picture. It's not a fine picture for this kind of thing, no, but because it's just close by, I am using it. So, okay, let me undo so I show you what I did. So when I tap on the picture from my gallery, the picture automatically replaced. Now, this picture here is not well positioned. You need to always position your picture well. So I come here, I double tap on the picture. When I double tap, it shows me the picture, how I can crop it. So first of all, I move it down because my head is not supposed to be cutting, okay? Now I can increase it so that I can make it a bit centralized. Good. So here, I think it's better this way. Good. So here we have this chemical. This is already finely edited. This is how you can edit a template. And I think I am done with this. You could adjust. I tapped on adjust and let me just use auto adjust. It's going to brighten the picture. Great, you see it brightens the picture, and basically this is how you can auto edit your design. All right, so let us move quickly to how we can design from scratch. I'm just going to at the end of everything, at the end of all my designs, I'm going to show you how you can download. Give me a second, my mouth is dry. Let me take my thank you. Okay, so I'm going to just go back and we'll move quickly to designing from scratch. So to design from scratch, I like to use the Instagram portrait. So I'll just go tap on that purple button as I taught you earlier. I will scroll here and look for the portrait, which is the 4.5. The reason I like to use the portrait or what's it called, or the flyer is because it gives me more space to work with, unlike the square, which is just smaller. The portrait or the full flyer gives me more space to work with. Okay, that's why I like to use that one, because remember, you're designing from scratch and you don't want all your design to be just choked up. So it's better you have a bit more space that you can work with. Okay, good. I already explained all this to you, and now here is our work page. We are going to start now. Now, to design from scratch, you need to know, even if you are designing using a template, you need to understand what brand you are designing for. You need to understand the brand colors. You need to understand what kind of design you want. So it's apart from the orientation, having the right orientation is one thing. You also need to understand what brand you want to design for. So if it's a food brand, it's going to also determine the kind of template you will choose. Remember, I was designing for real estate and I had to look for real estate templates so that it suits better. But the same thing when you are designing from scratch, you need to understand the brand you're designing for, or the product particularly that you're designing for. That would guide you to, as you choose your colors, as you choose the fonts, whether it has to be playful and all of that. Okay, so those things are what you will look out for. So coaching, when we did not ask people to to send. Okay, let me design something for you, coaching. So tell me, what do you want me to design? Usually I would ask students to send in what they want, somebody to send in, but we are already running short of time. It will take a while to get somebody in this class right now to send in their stuff. So coaching, tell me what you want me to
let's design for real estate.
Real estate again. Okay, I wanted to use another niche, another industry.
Okay. All right, yeah. Let's design for let's do a food brand.
Okay, food brand. So what
A
food?
pastry brand.
Pastry, okay.
Let's
Okay.
call it the jazz food.
Maybe you are
We
prophesying already. Maybe you
for
are
we
prophesying.
that's not my niche.
It doesn't have to be your niche. It may just be a business idea. You just
I'm
put
not
it
sure
in.
I have the energy for foods
You
as
don't
a
have to
business.
my darling. Okay, it's all right. So what colors for food? Colors that work very well for food are red. I can't think of any more colors right now, but when they come up, as we proceed, we'll find good colors. But red works very well for food because it's I don't know. Red is very attractive. If you check all the big brands, even the foreign brands, Coca-Cola is red, um, McDonald is red, Mr. Biggs, red and yellow. So the red, Tantalizers has red too. So
Chicken
red,
Republic,
Chicken
red
Republic
and
is
white.
red. Yes, so red is very, I don't know why, there's a
Red,
psychology.
yellow, orange. Yes, B is on point. Let's go with it.
There is a psychology, so you need to understand the brand. Like I said, it's going to guide as you choose your. So I'm just going to start. Let me start with the the title, the jazz what?
Food.
Confectionaries.
Okay, confessional.
Let me use the jazz confectionaries. So I'm going to be fast with this one, even though I'm still going to be talking a lot. It's a very practical class. Never mind, I'm going to adjust everything. I'm going to even change the
How did you zoom out?
I already said that before.
Okay.
Mm. So I'm just going to put confectionery. Confectionery. Is this supposed to be IES as in plural? I don't know. The food people in the house can tell us what it's supposed to be. That's why I sabi I'm rich. All right, so desires confectionery. So I'm thinking that for the background, we should have some pastries. So I'm going to, as I tapped, okay, I tap on the screen, not outside the screen. I tapped on this design area. You see where my purple is selecting, Abby. So that's the background. I tap on it, I go to replace, and I could use background, but I doubt if I would find something in background. So I come to background and I'm looking for pastries. Pastries. Let's see if we would find pastries in background. There are no fine ones. There are no fine ones. Let's go back. I'm going to use picture to create background. So I'm going to use a picture and I'll just look for pastries.
Give me
Okay.
1 minute to check on my madam.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So I'm going to find one that is not so colorful so that the background is not a mess. So it's going to be fine, but not so colorful. Okay. For instance, I will not, I'm going to use something, but I'm going to remove it. I will not use this. You see, the background will be a mess at the end of the day. It's too colorful. So I'm going to just remove it and we look for something else. So we can use something like this cake. Well, I'm not liking the outlay. And we can just use a red color background. We can use a red color background. Anything can work. Okay, let's go back. Like now, let me explain something to you. Designing from scratch, right? Designing from scratch it takes a whole lot of mental work. Now, if you are designing from an empty head, when I say empty head, like, it's not like your head is empty. If you are designing from a position where you do not even know what you want to design, like as I am now, it will take some time. It would last about an hour or two, depending on your speed. For me, it can last about 30 minutes for me to get it right because I am just putting things together. However, you could have an idea of something in your mind. It could just be in your mind. You've already designed it in your mind, so it's easier to put out. And it is easiest when you have something you are looking. Let's say you want to replicate what somebody else did. Okay, so those are the ways you can actually get ideas to design. It doesn't have to be from an empty mind, as I am working right now. All right, so when you are working from an empty mind, it's usually very difficult because you have to do some trials and errors and all that. So let's continue. I'm just going to add pictures. Let me just add pictures because that background is not working. So let me do every other thing and the background will naturally come when we find every other thing. So I come to element and I'm going to look for frames. Why do I need frames? I need frames to put pictures in them. Okay, so I'm going to use frames. I like this frame. I like to use the round frame because for me, it's very fine. You can use whatever you want. It doesn't have to be this round frame. There are different types of frames, but I find the round frame to be the best. And I duplicated it. I got 2 other frames from duplicating it, all right? So I'm just going to lay them this way. I'm going to lay them this way. I want to achieve a biggest kind of progression. So good. So, oh, I didn't border it. I like to add a border to my frames. So I'm just going to come to style. I'm going to come to style. This is border. I add border. I drag it to 10. I like it to be at 10. So I'm just going to do 10. Good. I do the same here. Come here, put 10. No, 10. And I do the same here. Come here and add 10. Great. So all my borders now have, all my frames now have borders. The reason I like to put borders is because it can help me add some color. You can either use borders or you use some other complicated shapes to surround it. That I may not be able to teach in this class. It's quite easy, but it's complicated. So I now come here, I tap on the picture, on the frame, and I'm going to tap on the place. Now I'm going to go to photos to find pictures of pastries. Now, like I said, I use the pro account. So I'm going to try to get everything I need to design this from free. Like there are some of them here. You see the ones that are written pro, they are for pro accounts. So I'm just going to pick something for free. Good. So this picture is fine in a frame, but it is not fine when it is in background. Okay. So those are the things you should observe when you are doing your designs. So the next one, I want the next one to be like a cake. I like the next one to be like a cake. Where is that beautiful cake? Let's use this beautiful cake. Good. And the next one, I like it to be, I don't even know what it should be. So let's just find something that works. Something that works. I don't want a cake again. I want something that works.
Burger now.
The burger bar. Okay, let me look for burger. Great. Oh, yummy. You're making me hungry. Great. So that burger is out.
Don't worry, Trinity will prepare it for you.
Okay, so now, so what do we do? So the Jazz Academy, let me come, I change the font.
Confessionary is not academy.
So I tap on the font. Let me show you what I did. I tap on the right up, I come to font, I tap on this arrow to take it up. Good. So I'm looking for a fine font that will make this beautiful. It's too bold, it's too bold, it's too bold. It's too bold. I want something bold, something fine, but not too bold. Now, I want something fine. Pajamas, I think this is okay. Confectionery
Yeah.
should be fine.
That's actually my font.
Eh, so you see, it's now a kind of playful. It's now kind of playful. Good. So I'm just going to move it upward a bit so I have a little bit more space. Right. So here, what do we do? Let me just, I don't want sans, so I'm just going to use text, come to heading, have another right. So what do we do? So we say our menu. Our menu. Good. Bring it up here. So what do we have in our menu? We have all kinds of cake. Is it that I should design Kiniko food? Now you have no idea. You have now left me to think for myself. So I duplicate that. I already showed you all how to duplicate Abi. So I duplicate and align at the same time. We have burger. I'm just going to for burger. Duplicate, bring it down. I'm just going to write pastries. I don't have the patience to be looking for what to write. Okay, so now this is our menu. I'm going to change the font to, let's see. The font is something that would help your design look beautiful. Peterson's. No, let me use Comic Sans. Great. Good. So having done this, I come here, duplicate this, bring it here, and type phone number. Phone number is what? 090
6530 517.
Have this number that I put.
I don't even know. That's not my number, but just use it sharp.
Let's leave it like this because there's no time. So I come here, let's say the jazz pastries for RIES for all social media. So I'm just going
all social media.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to show you how to use it for social media. So let me put an address. So address would be 47 Herbert Macaulay Way.
That's the Jazz branch office, right? Because main office is in Abuja.
I'm telling you that this is a prophecy. This one that we are just doing like this, so it's possible we are just prophesying.
The only office I know is in Abuja.
So now, by default, why is this thing like this? By default, this is centralized. So I'm just going to come to this B here. You see, on the text menu, I'm going to come to format and come to side, right, align to the left. I'm just editing this. I don't know what it was thinking. Now, having edited that rather, I'll come here again, the same text menu, come to spacing, reduce the spacing in between. Great. So now I'm going to add all the logos for, I'm going to add all the logos that I need to add. I think this is pretty good. We'll just have to look for color. So first of all, we want the pin, location pin. The longer I use location pin, it should be down, 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 down. I think we should find it in photos. Okay, found one. Location pin, I reduce it, I bring it here, and just put it here.
Can we get this on Elements?
I doubt. Some of these things,
but we can get this on Google.
Yes. So some of these, all these logos I'll be adding here, I got from Google. Now, if you're not using, so what you should do, let me take a moment to explain what they should do. What you should do is you go on your browser, okay? Whatever browser you are using, and you look for whatever picture you are using. Like I have this location pin, I have the Google, the YouTube, Kinikon, the social medias, I have their icons, okay? Your call icons, so you can just type what you want, then you can either find the PNG or PGN, that is the one without background, or if you can't find that, you download whatever you can find with background, okay? Then you go and download this other app called Remove BG. Remove BG is an app that will help you remove background. So whatever picture you find, you take it to Remove BG and use Remove BG to remove the background, and it will give you backgroundless pictures like the ones I have that I'm using for my logos, all right? So that's basically what you should do. So I go back again. I think call is up here. Okay, it's not. I go back again. I want to find Facebook. Good. This is Facebook. I reduce it. It's too small. It's too small. I increase it a little. It's too big. Great. That's a perfect size. I'm going to duplicate this in 2 other places. That is for okay, I'm going to use the other way to do that. So I just come, that is tapped already. I come to upload and I go and look for the Instagram. Good. And come here again. I look for, go to replace. I look for YouTube. I look for YouTube. Good. So I want to align these logos now. They are not aligning properly, right? So I come to nudge. Nudge will help me to move. Them. I want them to be on a straight line. Okay, I want them to be on a straight line. So I come to nudge. I nudge it whether left, right, up and down. I nudge it ahead. So you see they are all now within a straight line. Good. So I'm going to duplicate this again, bring it here. I will need to duplicate it twice because I need it for call and WhatsApp. So I come here, I go to replace, go to uploads, I look for call. WhatsApp. And the last one will be for call, replace, uploads. If you have email, you can add your email. If you don't want to use email, good and fine. It is just pretty the way it is. This is for call. Which of the call should we use now? Okay, great. So I think we are good. Now the last thing I want to do is to change the background. So a good color. So I'm going to come and so I'm just going to come to the bar there. I want to search for red. That's because if you just go to look for red, the reds that it will give you, you may not like them. So I want to search for all the shades of red that we could get. So you see, it's giving me all the palettes that we can use. If we can't find a good, let me teach you one more thing. I can't find a good red color that I want to use. Never mind, I'm going to close that and go to my Google, my browser, and I'm going to type red palettes. I think that's how it's spelled. Yes. Good. So I have red palettes. I'm going to find a good red palette. I think this one. So I'll download this, download image. I hope it downloads. Let me check. Let me check if it's downloaded. It did not download. Oh. Yeah, it did. So let me go back to Canva. Never mind, we'll be done in 15 minutes. This is about the last thing we are doing here. Then let me do you the Jara. I promise. I didn't promise you, but let me do it. Network is slow now. Great. So I'm going to introduce that palette I just downloaded. So I want to introduce it. I bring it here. Add to page. So it comes here. I reduce it here. Good. So now it's here. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm selecting it. I'm going to come to this ellipsis in this pop-up menu that is here. Good. Then I scroll up and I see apply colors to page. With this, it's going to, let's see how it's going to color our page. Great. So let's see. So coaching where I need you, oh, my battery, I can finish before. I need you to, all right, should we do this? Does this red work?
Okay, this one works, though I'm not a red person. I'm more of a black and white person, but that's
okay. I'm applying all the colors.
This is better. This one is finer. I don't know. The darker, the better for somebody like me.
Never mind. We are working together. We are seeing all the colors we could use. So does it work? No.
I prefer the other darker one.
Do you see what's happening? So it's actually coloring both the jazz itself and the background. So it's giving me also different. So you said you preferred which one?
This.
There are different types of that.
Hey guys on YouTube, which one works? Which one do you prefer? Is it the darker red or the lighter red?
Is it the dark red with the red jazz or the dark red with the white jazz?
I don't know. Okay, based on this design now, this frame, can we do something like one small fine shape with, no, it will not be fine. I like it this way. Just say red in the middle, then white. No, this one is better.
This one. Okay.
Yeah.
We stick with this one. So I'm going to just delete this. Great. So here we are good. Now, because we are having a dark background, I'm going to change the colors of our border to light colors. So I'm going to change the border color. I just tap on the borders. Oh, okay. Let me reintroduce that color so that I will have the color in my I'll have the color. Good. So let me introduce it and just put it here. So I'll have the colors in my color palette when I'm changing colors. So I scroll up, you see colors. See
1 minute, please.
So I can use this. So for this one, we can use this. No, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Let's use this. And for this one, let's use maybe white. Yeah, it works. So great. So I delete, and that is it. We are done with our design. You could make it more interesting, but for the purpose of this class, this is how you could design using from scratch. I want to move this. Good. I don't want it touching the border. So I'm going to move it a little bit so it doesn't touch the border. All right, so great. So next, I'm going to be showing us how we can edit an already existing template, okay? An already existing design. So I'm just going to go out of here, go to my gallery, or even from your WhatsApp. You can send it from your WhatsApp, okay? Where are all those pictures? I thought I downloaded some pictures earlier. Okay, so I'm just going to go to my WhatsApp. I hope. So this picture, you may have already seen it in my, Kinikon. So I come to share. I share. It goes. I send it to Canva. So when it goes to Canva, it loads and it shows me what I could do with it. So I can either edit it or use in a new design. So I'm going to use it in a new design. Okay. So I use it in a new design. Now, in this picture, I want to, yes, I said I was going to make a disclaimer. I'm not going to teach you how to do fraud. This can be fraudulent depending on how you use it. Remember that this is somebody's intellectual property. So you can only use it for, things or properties that you have permission to use it for. For instance, I am a realtor and I work with these companies. That is why I can do, because I have, for some of them that I do not have their permission, I don't do. But for some that don't mind, that is why I can use I can change their logos, rather their flyers, and put in my own picture, because I am a marketing partner. Okay? But for people that you do not have their permission, please do not tamper with they can sue you. You can go to jail for this. You can end up paying huge amount of money for doing this. But if you have the permission to use it, then you can use it. And when you are seeking permission, please ensure that it's in writing. Don't make it a call. It can be a chat on WhatsApp. It can be a letter or an email. Okay, ensure that it is actually it is a genuine permission. Okay, not just somebody. Oh, don't worry. Go ahead. They can deny call. If the rubber hits the road, a call can be denied. For the text message that you sent, you cannot go and unsend it. Even if you unsend it, you cannot come and delete it from my own phone. All right. So let's go on. So to do this, I have the picture here. It is in my face. I didn't know what to say there. Okay, so I just I tap on the picture, and I scroll to Magic Studio. When I tap on Magic Studio, my Magic Studio is going to load and it gives me option. I can either remove background, blah, 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 blah. But for this part, this section of this work, what we need to do is to magic grab. So it shows you what can be grabbed. It's going to grab something. Good. So this auntie can be grabbed. She's actually who I wanted to grab. So I've grabbed auntie and I grab, it is grabbing. Great. So after grabbing auntie, what do I do with the auntie? I want to replace the auntie. So I close here and I come here to replace. I come to replace and I come to my uploads to look for the picture I want to replace it with. I like to use this picture because it's just opening the hand like it's saying, hey, look at this. All right. So I like the hand to be open fully. Great. So I bring it here. I reduce the size. I showed you how to reduce size, didn't I? Good. Great. So it is here. So I go back again, I tap on the picture and I go back to Magic Studio and also to Magic Grab. So it's going to grab. Now, for some of these pictures, depending on some of these flyers, depending on how it was originally done, they can malfunction. Like you can see this one now, this place where you have pre-launch price is malfunctioning. It's not showing the proper thing that is there. It's actually 50% off. So I don't know what grammar it is speaking there, but I'm just going to allow it like that for the purpose of this class because we do not have so much time. So I'm just going to leave this. So it has gone backward. The reason I did that was because I wanted to move this picture backward. So it's already moved by itself. So what I did, I tapped on the picture, I come to the menu, I scroll, I come to position. So you can move position forward, it comes to the front, you can move it backward. The same thing here, you can move it forward. Okay, so forward, you can move it backward, you can move it forward. All right. So the next thing I want to do, I want to tap on the picture again and come to Magic Studio. This time I'm going to grab text. So at grab text, it's going to find everything that looks like text and it's going to grab it. So this what that experience nature, blah, 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 that I'm grabbing. I'm going to grab that and I want to add not just me, but also my company name. So I'm going to come here, edit, and I'm going to write marketed by Nahila Properties Limited. Great. So having added that, I'm just going to reduce. I'm going to close this up. Good. Put it back here. I go to nudge. I want to make sure that it's sitting pretty. Good. Now I want to add something to it. I'm going to come to uploads. I'm going to look for my logo here. I'm going to reduce it here. I'm going to bring it here. Great. So it is sitting pretty. And here we have it. I have perfectly edited this Kinikon, this flyer. That is how you can edit an existing flyer. Now, having done all the designs, let me show you how you can download. If you go to the top of my screen, you look at the top of your screen, you will see I'm going to start from left to right. So the first thing at the left is the hamburger sign. That is that 3 lines, right? Then you now have the undo button. Then you have the redo. Then you have the ellipsis. The ellipsis is the 3 dots. Then you have the comment. Then you have the download. If you want to download, just click on download. Straight, it downloads to your phone. If you don't want to download straight, maybe there are other things you want to do, especially if it is a video or if it is multiple pages. Let me duplicate this. let me duplicate this. So I come to these three dots, that's the ellipsis sign, come to all pages, and I duplicate. So let's make 4 pages, and so I have 4 pages now. Now I come to this upload. The last button is upload. Okay, the other one was download. So if you want to download, if there are 30 pages and you tap download, all 30 pages will download to your phone, or even if you don't need them, even if it's only one you need, all 30 will download to your phone. But if you use the upload, it will give you options. Okay, so the first option that it's going to give you is okay. The first thing I want to talk about is that you can share directly from here. It is also here that you can schedule your post. That is not the purpose of this class today. So you can share directly from here to WhatsApp. You can share directly from here to wherever you want to share. You have Slack here. You have your, I think there's monday.com here. There's Google Drive. There's Telegram. You can share to anywhere. There's Tumblr. There's Instagram. You can share to practically anywhere from here. Even HubSpot. You see, you can share it to anywhere from here. Another thing is that you can share links. So when I tell my students, send your link, they just send link without giving me permission. So this is where I tapped on share link now, and it's brought me here. You see collaboration link, it says only you can access this. This is where you edit it. You can turn it to anyone with link. Then if you want me to edit it, you go there, you tap on, if you don't want me to edit it, rather you just tap on can view. So I can only see without editing, or whatever you want to be done, that is what you will do. If you want me to edit it, then you copy the link and you share. Here we are not copying link. The next thing you can do is, I go back to here. Now, the actual thing we wanted to do, which is to download. You tap on the download, right? Now, it's at PNG. If it was PDF, it will automatically convert here to PDF. If it's a video, it will automatically convert that file type to MP4. So whatever it is, it automatically converts, all right? But now we have 4 pages and we want to download only one. This is where you have it changed. Okay, select pages. You come, you tap that drop down arrow, and you tap on this maximum. That is, you have closed everything. Now you tap the exact page. Let's say we want to do the current page we are working on, which is page 2. All right, you tap, or if it's page only for page 4, you want to download, tap on page 4 and you can download. Now, when I said you could share, you could send it. I don't want this, so I'm just going to close. When I said you could share, you could send it anywhere from here. Once you send from here, it's not going to download to your phone. It's going to go straight to where you are sending it to. All right, but if you use the download, it's going to download and then give you options where you want to send it to again. I hope you found value. This is all for this class tonight. Thank you for giving me a whole 1 hour, 20 minutes of your time, and I hope I didn't waste your time in this class. If there's any question before I close the stop sharing, I would like to hear your questions if it's something I can explain from here. If not, I'll stop sharing now. Coach Chi, do we have any question?
Let me check it for you, please. Let me go to
Can I stop sharing?
No, any question, guys?
Let me stop sharing. I don't think there's any question that I'll need to explain from here.
Okay, you can stop sharing. No question yet.
I hope you found value. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Brilliance. I haven't had dinner. I'm hungry. So come and join me, eat biscuit.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Coach Chi. Let me collect back my hosting rights.
You want me to send it to you?
Let me claim. Thank you so much, everyone. Let me on my video so that you can see my beautiful face. My man crush has left this chat. Oh gosh. Okay, guys, thank you so much for today. It was an
Maybe I found out that I'm at home.
it was an amazing time. Thank you so much. Well, guys, remember we are not done. Today we just looked at introduction to VA and one skill, but tomorrow we'll be going into how to actually how to make money out of your VA service, out of your VA business. How can you make money off it? Type. I'm not unmuting anyone tonight, so you need to type your question. How we can make money off the business, the things we need to do, where we need to search for jobs, where are those jobs lying? How can we search and get this job and all that? So do not miss tomorrow's class for any reason. Tomorrow's class will be awesome and we'll have a sweet and amazing offer at the end of tomorrow's class. And tomorrow's class will not be on YouTube, neither will it be on Zoom. Tomorrow's class will be strictly on WhatsApp. So do not miss it for anything. Tomorrow we'll be meeting 7 p.m. on all your WhatsApp groups. You'll be meeting 7 p.m. on all your WhatsApp groups, not 7:20, but 7 p.m. on all, whatever group you're in, just stay there. We'll meet you by 7 p.m. Okay, I'm seeing questions. Ma, can you explain how you change the background color? But she asked, we gave you guys up to like 3 minutes to ask this question before she stopped sharing. She cannot go back to start sharing again. Coach Chi, because I've already collected hosting rights, we are way behind time. Coach Chi, please unmute your mic if you can just explain with your mouth, but you can't share again.
Okay, it's fine. I can explain. So remember that I added a palette, right? Now, when I added a palette, I tapped on that palette. So you know when I said you select, okay? So the purple second, whatever, the second friends can be, what should I call it now, is on it. So once you have that selected, you're going to have that pop-up menu that has only that has the bin. Then you tap the ellipsis sign in that pop-up menu. Then when you tap that, it's going to open up another area for you, okay? So you scroll up and you will find apply colors. When you scroll up, you will find apply colors. So you tap on that apply colors. Now that is where you want it to automatically change colors for you when you are not sure what colors to use. Okay? So when you are not sure, what colors to use, that's when you can use that. Because red is a wide color to work with. Some reds are rubbish. That's when you use it, you will hate your design. So that was why I had to go and look for a palette that works for me, that I found that had good colors, okay? But if you have the color that you want to use, just go ahead and use the color directly. You don't need to go through that part. But because I didn't have the color and I didn't want to waste time looking for the right color of red, that was why I did that, all right? So the right shade of red, sorry. That was why I did that. So you'll figure it out when you are working on it. Coach Chinwe, I'm done.
Thank you so much. I hope that's all the questions. Let's check YouTube if we'll have any other question, and we'll call it a wrap for tonight. And we'll meet tomorrow evening by 7 p.m. Okay. I mean, how can the quality of your work be reduced after downloading it on Canva and post it on WhatsApp? Coach Chi, that's for you.
Did he say how can it be reduced?
Yes.
Huh. Why would you want to reduce the quality of your work? Because when your work is not of high quality, it will not give what it should give. And people already argue that Canva designs are not really of high quality, which I doubt. which I doubt. I believe that
just that they don't know how to design it properly.
Yes. So which I totally doubt that if you design it good buyers, but I do not know why you would want to reduce your quality really, because a design that is not of high quality would not really sell well. So you want to attract customers. So when it's not of high quality, it will not be attractive.
Okay.
So I really how you can, but I think you shouldn't. Even if you know you can, but please don't.
Okay, thank you so much.
Something. What's the person saying we should treat?
Kindly drop the link. Okay, thank you so much, Kochi, for this section. Thank you so much, guys, for an amazing section. So we'll continue from where we stopped tomorrow by 7 p.m. West African time. Remember, practice makes perfect.
Drop the link to visit this session.
Yes, the link is always available. In your groups, you will see the link there. The link is always available in the group. It's just there. Click on the YouTube link and you can revisit. So, guys, like I was saying, practice makes perfect. For those of you that are new to design, everything you've learned today, just tell yourself that, okay, you want to just practice it a little and try your hands on other simple design. Just practice, try your hands. The more you practice, the more you get perfect. And just get ready for tomorrow's class. It's going to be a blast. Like, it's going to be a blast. So thank you so much, guys. And if you have had an amazing time with us, both on Zoom, both on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. Let me get a thumbs up, guys. Let me get a thumbs up. Let me get a thumbs up. If you know tonight was awesome, tonight was fire, let's get a thumbs up, please.
Show me red.
Thank you so much. Right, guys. Thank you so much. So we'll call it a wrap for tonight, and do have an amazing night rest. We'll see you again tomorrow.